If you guys are looking for coins, check out my new sponsor, Ezmut. They've got the cheapest coins that you guys can find on all platforms. Use code JOCK for 5% off your order. Also follow them on Twitter. They'll be doing coin giveaways for the entire year. YouTube, what's up, boys? How we doing? Checking back in again on a Monday. What I'm thinking of doing every Monday on the channel is kind of just giving you guys a Bills theme team update. Taking a look at the Bills theme team, like the pure theme team, and also the theme team with fillers. So we're going to take a look at both of those squads. Also, I can kind of give you guys a little update if you don't have Twitter. The two heroes were announced tomorrow for Team of the Week. Aaron Jones is the LTD, and Mike Edwards is the Player of the Week. I thought they were going to kind of flip-flop with offense and defense. Guess not. I'll put those pictures up on the screen, too, for a second. We can kind of take a look at the squads. Like I said, we're also going to talk about, the Bills game. So we won 35-0, just an absolute blowout. But before I get into all that, if you're new to the channel, greatly appreciate if you hit that sub button. We're Bills fans over here. We're posting daily MUT videos throughout all of Madden 22. Let me know any players you'd like to see get upgrades that played for the Bills in the past or maybe play on the Bills right now. But yeah, make sure you smash the like button too, boys. 50 likes, and we can get after it tomorrow with maybe a Bills theme team gameplay if we get a card or some no money spent stuff. But this is the pure Bills theme team. You can see 84 overall, 85 offense, 82 defense, our top three right there. And I'm not going to lie, it has been a dry start to the season for the Bills theme team. We've gotten a couple upgrades sprinkled in here and there. We haven't gotten the treatment that some of the other teams have gotten, sadly. I mean, we are the Bills. This is kind of like a yearly thing, so I don't know what I'm expecting. But Josh Allen is sadly still an 84. Yeah, hopefully he gets that upgrade soon. I mean, if they're going to wait for Most Feared to give him like a scary tall, I'm down to wait for that card. I'm sure you boys are too. Running back, we've got Reggie Bush, so we're pretty much chilling. We could probably see like a Shady or Marshawn Lynch hopefully pop up sometime soon, but Reggie Bush is fine for now, obviously. He's like the best running back in the game. And then at receiver, we actually sold Stephon Diggs' LTD just because his price is so high, and he's going to be getting a redux soon. So we're going to save some coins, and Diggs 91 still plays very well. And yeah, so we sold him. He's chilling at a 91 right now, but Diggs has that LTD card that is extremely good on the team. He is powered up to a 94. We do have gameplay of that card on the channel. Check it out if you haven't already. And then our receiving core is absolutely disgusting. We've got Sammy Watkins as a 90, Emmanuel Sanders as a 90 overall, and then obviously Devin Hester as a 93. Our offensive line is decent. We got that Quentin Spain a couple weeks ago, the heavyweights card. Richie Incognito was when the game released, actually. We got Wyatt Teller, Darrell Williams, and Deion Dawkins. So it's all right. I'm not sure if we'd even get any Legends cards for offensive line. I don't know if we have any Legends cards in the past. But usually like a Jason Peters pops up somewhere. Tight end, honestly, is probably one of the most dry positions for the Buffalo Bills theme team over the past couple years. Hopefully we get bailed out with a Logan Thomas, but right now we're rocking Jacob Hollister. But, maybe Dawson Knox gets an upgrade. Maybe Logan Thomas does. That's pretty much all we can pray for. I mean, maybe like Charles Clay, but I can't tell you the last time he was in the game. And obviously there's all the legends too, like Andre Reed, Terrell Owens. All those guys could get upgrades down the road. But I'm pretty much like going over the realistic ones. If I missed anyone, let me know down in the comments too. I want to talk Bills with you boys. I feel like I've been lacking on the Bills content. So we're going to do this every Monday, like I said, and kind of just give a little overview of the Bills theme team and, kind of like talk game. We'll go over to the defense, then we'll talk a little bit about the game on Sunday. So on defense, right now we're rocking Micah Hyde and we're rocking Jordan Poyer as our safeties, along with Cam Chancellor, who does get Bills chems, but we pretty much get bailed out at that position. Some safeties I was looking at, obviously last year we got that Lawyer Malloy card. We also got a Troy Vincent legend. Guys I would like to see, Dante Whitner. I would also like to see Jarius Byrd in this game. I don't know how they would weasel their way into maybe like a Team of the Week card if they had a really good week, or some random promo master, but those guys I feel like were two valid safeties. Jarius Byrd's maybe digging a little bit too deep, but I feel like Jarius Byrd would be sick in this game. He was one of my favorite players when I was younger. Our linebackers are Milano Edmonds, Tyrell Adams, and AJ Klein. Usually we get like a Paul Posluszny upgrade. We usually get like a Takeo Spikes upgrade as well. Who else? I think there's London Fletcher. Edmonds will probably get a Most Feared upgrade. Maybe a high elite. Maybe like a high 80 or maybe even a low 90 depending on what the overalls are. And Milano's been playing really well lately, so hopefully he gets an upgrade down the road as well. But our corners, Gilmore, Teron Johnson is honestly probably the worst cornerback 3 in the game. Tight end and cornerback 3. We are looking really tough for the Bills theme team. Our second corner is Trey White. Our corners are 89 and 88. They're like borderline. I feel like we're like on the edge of being outdated because they're obviously two core elites. Once we get the next big batch of cards like MUT Heroes or something like that, Trey White and Gilmore will probably be outdated. So we got to hope and pray that we get an upgrade soon enough. Obviously, corners besides Trey White and Stephon Gilmore that we could see get added to the Bills theme team. Josh Norman, maybe a Ronald Darby flashback. That's kind of digging a little bit too deep, maybe reaching a little bit. Nickel Roby-Coleman, maybe. And then I've got Antoine Winfield as well. He was in the game last year. Team Diamond, I'm pretty sure. And our defensive line is mediocre. We've got Shaq Lawson, AJ Epinesa, Star Lutulele, Ed Oliver, and Jack Youngblood. Obviously, we're going to start both Epinesa and Lawson when we're playing in games. You know, defensive line, we could get maybe a Mario Williams, Marcel Darius, Kyle Williams. Guys like that I could see getting upgrades down the line. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up our Bills theme team lineup. I'm going to show you guys the strategy cards we're using right now. So these are our active strategy cards. We've got Deep Route Specialist, On the Move, In the Zone, The Island. That gives us +2 speed to our DBs, I'm pretty sure. No. +2 speed to our corners, and then +1 speed to our defensive back, so all the safeties and all that. And then we've got +1 speed to our running back and +1 speed to our wide receiver core. So those are our current strategy cards. If you guys didn't know, I know a couple of you have been asking me this, but if you go to the exchange sets, there's the strategy cards right there. And pretty much like every day, EA will give you one of the basic strategy cards. I just put them in the exchange sets, and eventually I work my way up to a blue one. So yeah, that pretty much covers the pure theme team. Like I said, we're going to go over our theme team with fillers as well. This is still going to be 50 out of 50 Buffalo Bills. And here is our offense. So receivers are exactly the same because we've got a ton. We've got a ton of Bills theme team receivers that are usable in the game right now. We also have Tyreek Hill, that one free card. We have George Kittle as a 92 overall tight end. Our offensive line's the same besides Eric Fisher, who is Nats. And then our quarterback stays the same. Reggie Bush stays the same. We got Larry Zonka as our fullback. So, I mean, offense is pretty much the same. And jumping over to the defense, we've got, this is where most of our fillers are coming into play here. We've got Antrell Roll as our cornerback 1, Brian Dawkins as our free safety 1. We've got Bobby Wagner as our second middle linebacker, and Derek Thomas as our left outside linebacker. Also, can't forget Linval Joseph at the defensive tackle position. And yeah, so obviously, you know, tight end's going to be a big hole. Cornerback 3 is going to be a big hole. But with the fillers, with our 50 out of 50 filler lineup, those holes are pretty much patched, especially with our free safety as well. Now we can talk about the game. It's not going to be a super long video or super long rant, just kind of like some random notes I've got mentally written down in my head. Epinesa looked really good from the start. That big hit on Tua, you know, pretty much set the tone. Tua got carted off. I never like wish for injuries, but that hit was absolutely electric. Like, that was an extremely good pass rush. He was flying. He was flying all game. Same with our defensive line too. Our defensive front looks a lot better than it did last year. And I mean, after seeing how the Chiefs lost in the Super Bowl, it's promising. It's promising to see our young core of guys stepping up on the defensive line. And there's been some big plays from Addison, guys like that too, our veterans. And, you know, Levi Wallace in the beginning, Levi Wallace was kind of scaring me, like he was getting cooked a couple times, but he actually stepped up, got that interception. Of course, it was versus Jacoby Brissett, so I don't really know how valid that interception is, but an interception is an interception. And our defense played lights out. I saw Poyer lock up Gesicki a couple times, which was nice, getting some reps before he faced Kelsey in a couple weeks. And I feel like we're still waiting for Trey White to really have his like breakout game this year. And moving on to pretty much like the most sensitive topic right now for Bills fans, Josh Allen. You know, there's some flashes of that last year Josh that we were seeing. Like that one throw to Sanders was really good. That touchdown ball to Diggs was really good. That extended play, that was really like pretty much all we saw last year was Josh extending a ton of plays. But there's been some shaky throws, and I mean, trust me, I'm like 100% hardcore Josh believer. I think he's gonna figure it out. I really hope he figures it out. And I mean, our defense is pretty much revved up. Our defense is ready to go after 2 weeks. But our offense, there's guys like Russell Wilson, like last year, start off the season really hot, and then, you know, towards like the 3-quarter mark or like towards the end of the season, they just drop off the face of a cliff. You know what I mean? So, you know, I feel like it's definitely not too late. Definitely not too late for Josh Allen. Once we get to like 3, 4, 5 games though, if he's still playing like this, then there's definitely like time to not panic, but just time to question like what is really going on. You know, is it really just him playing like this, or is there something else outside that's affecting him throwing the ball? But you know, 35-0, great team win versus Miami. Like I said, defense looks hot. Defense looks ready to go. Hopefully our offense can kind of figure it out. You know, Diggs looks great. Had a couple really nice catches. Sanders looks really good as well. Gabe Davis looked good in week 1. And Knox looks really well too. Knox is improving. Had a couple third down catches. Also, that touchdown catch was nice. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to making these videos once a week for you guys. And let's pray that we get some Bills theme team upgrades this week. I'll see you boys in the next one. That being said, Jock signing.